what is the factors of the placement process? Like, walk our audience through that. How does that all come together, and how does it work?
Parents and families in the past have always wondered the same thing. Like, do you have children? Can we see pictures? Are they there on your main campus? As you know, we have a short treatment residential program, and so they think that we have children here in our care. And so how it essentially works is that once the family is approved and we know how many children you'd like to serve or care for, you get added to a vacancy list. And that vacancy list is distributed throughout the counties and child placement units that we work with. And our team also receives phone calls 24 hours a day. And so depending upon the need of the Department of Children and Family Services, depending upon what county, they will call and see if the vacancy list shows that there's, let's say, an infant bed or crib, right? They will call and say, McKinley, can we use X family to be able to place, an infant 0 to 3 or 0 to 2 or 0, depending upon the age of the child. And so then our staff will essentially take down the information. What is the child's needs? They will call the family and let the family know there's a potential placement, infant 0 to 6 months. These are the needs of the child. And then they'll call the family, and the family will then accept or say, not at this time. And so depending upon the decision, then what ends up happening next is our staff will contact the county back and let them know we're set for the placement, and we'll proceed with intake paperwork. And that's how generally the 24-hour kind of placement occurs. Now, there's a variation to that where there could be a specific match. And so there could be a specific match where our staff are providing home studies to the county, and there may be children that have already been identified as having parental rights severed, which means they could potentially be adopted or they're adoptable. And so our staff will then work with the differing counties to make that match. And so they'll look at specific needs, they'll look at specific maybe medical needs, maybe a family's more equipped to take care of those needs, maybe it's the location of the residence of where the family lives. And so it's a variety of different needs that will be looked at and assessed to be able to make that close to perfect match, if you will.
Wow, what a beautiful description. I know that there have been times that, foster parents or resource parents are somewhat like angels that are, brought to be able to help a child in need. I know that maybe that analogy is a little off, but in a way it's, loving, someone with a loving heart, someone who's got capacity to extend and open their doors, open their home, open their heart to love someone, a child who has gone through something that most people never even experience in a lifetime. And to be able to do that. And sometimes it's short term, and sometimes it can become that permanent home. And I think it's so beautiful. So as we wrap our time, Jalissa, I do want to, again, thank you so much for sharing with our audience. I do want to just ask you, and I'm just going to, throw you a little curveball here, but I know that in the development department, we've worked really hard to get you guys some Chromebooks for the families that are fostering children and who have children in their homes that needed these resources. Would you be able to just share with our audience a very short message of appreciation or of gratitude and how those resources have impacted the families?
Absolutely. We greatly appreciate all of the efforts to being able to provide the Chromebooks to our families. Like I shared earlier, Grace, we have gone through a screening process where we know financially the families are equipped. However, the school districts may not have been equipped, and there may be computer access or technology access in the home, but it's the supplemental needs, now that families are working from home, now that there's, more children trying to do their schoolwork from home, it's a differing need. And being able to supplement that is greatly, greatly appreciated. we've been able to support over 200 children attending school every day through your resources, and being able to support the families so that they too can continue to be in contact and communication through virtual services, such as therapy sessions virtually, such as, supports, tutoring supports, such as completing the visits that social workers have to do to ensure safety and welfare. And so it is greatly, greatly appreciated. We really couldn't be as stable as we are without that support. So thank you so much.
Well, as we wrap our time today, we just want to thank you again for joining us and for your interest in learning more about McKinley. Jalissa, I say this to you often. It truly is an honor to serve alongside you. Thank you again for your years of commitment and for your commitment to the families that we serve here at McKinley. Thank you all again. If something has been said that is of interest to you, please do not hesitate to call us. The number's listed below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you again for all that you do.